Hello and welcome back to another crazy edition of A Link to the Past Randomizer 2019 tournament. I am Rywek, and I'm accompanied by Crazy Sunshine. Hi, Crazy Sunshine.
Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are ready for more rando. We have here Durand and Jet. This is their first game, it looks like.
Yep, this is their first game. They are part of Group I, and I am a little interested in this game personally because I am also part of Group I.
Oh.
So I will either be going up against the winner or loser of this particular series of matches.
Okay. And I believe for the first game, they're racing the same settings as the fall tournament qualifiers.
That's right. So we've got an open, randomized swords and all that same shebang you've been seeing all week. But it does look like we have an interesting start with a hook shot. So perhaps Durand will be looking at getting, I don't know, a quick stun kill just to see what the drop is. Yeah.
Well, that first tree pull is a full magic. It's very nice to have.
Not anything to spend it on, but hey, always good to have a reserve.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So about our two runners, I think Jet082 needs no introduction. He's been around the community for a number of years. I think he even has a sprite named after him inside this game. I think he's sitting at the tavern.
Oh, really interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep. If you actually ask one of the tavern, let's see, regulars, they will actually ask, like, is this a Stoops Jet or Stoops Alucid? And I do believe they're talking about Jet here.
Oh. Nice.
Now, Durand is somewhat newish to the scene, but he's been making great strides. He does have a history over in the French community as well. In the last micro tourney, he got second place, so he is not to be trifled with.
He's he knows his rando very well. Sounds like.
So we've got our classic openers here. Durand started at Link's house. He went to the castle. Jet started at Sanctuary. He made his way through the woods. Nothing really great so far, except for that lovely hook shot, which Jet will obviously get very soon after he's probably done with Rico.
And getting that tier 2, Triple get some arrows for the bow that we don't have quite yet, but soon.
Soon. You gotta think about this. Think in advance. You gotta get that extra magic. You gotta get those extra arrows, because you don't know when you're gonna spend them.
Right. It's nice to have them, like, when the time that you really need them.
Personally, I prefer Ruby Horde, so maybe that's what we'll see here in Blind's Hat.
Looks like both runners did skip out on the shield there in the mushroom spot. It's like, no need no shield. We're good.
I mean, I like having the mirror shield for that one or two specific circumstance where it can be good. I mean, the plastic shield is great for, like, blocking arrows and stuff.
Yeah.
It has
And we're good on bombs.
Yeah, it's Blind's Hut hides quite an explosive punch.
It's like Jet did get the Jet did get the shovel. I was like,
Oh, come on, it wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't. We're also 3 minutes into the seed, so.
But speaking of bad, we did find the power glove, and it's so bad.
Yeah.
It does open up the back of escape, which is good. Oh, there's that Ruby Horde I was hoping for.
There we go.
Just in time for Durand, he'll be able to purchase more bombs and then pay the bottle bender.
Only to get, 9 more bombs.
And Jet could not escape his fate. He does have a plastic shield.
Let's see. And bottle bender gives us 20 rupees back. I don't think
investment over time.
I guess that's not really how business works, but I'm sure he's working. He has something up his sleeve, probably.
Like, just think of this. You give him 100 shiny green rupees, he gives you 1 shiny red. 100 greens makes 1 red. Come on.
Yeah, I can get down with that. Absolutely. Yeah.
Jet getting his glove as well. We did find the shovel in, I think it was Blind's hut.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's just going to be part of his extra routing. He'll, instead of saving and quitting at the race game, he'll probably just keep going down to the Grove.
And just 20 rupees on the library, so we'll be coming back for that.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like a race game. I think it was a Blue Marine for the race game?
I didn't quite see it in time.
Okay.
But
Okay,
Durand
it was
realizing his mistake of, oh, hey, I just bought 10 bombs and I just received 9 bombs. Oops. But hey, sound investment.
Yeah.
You know, for down the line.
And Dinky missed the pearl. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
which does put the shovel a bit out of the way for Durand, unless is he making a go for it right now?
Yeah, getting that shovel early as they did, it really is like, I should follow this line of thinking here.
Oh, okay, I made a mistake. I thought Durand was coming up to Kakariko. I forgot he went to the forest as well. Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. But yeah, thanks to that lovely dirty moon pearl that you just like polish off a bit. Maybe it's actually a good thing because they can take it out into the water, make it be fake flipper, go into the waterfall. I mean, just clean it off really nice and well.
Yeah, still almost just some money short to pay off a certain King Zora. See what he has in store for us today. I know they're going to be farming for a little bit more rupees before deciding to do fake flipper.
Worst comes to worst, there is that 20 rupee farm next to Ice Rod Cave, or that 50 rupee farm next next to that.
Yeah.
Tinkerer locksmith guy, Gary.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Jet's going to check out Mini Moldrum Cave, and maybe Durand's going to head over there as well. Yes.
See, I actually love Mini Moldorm with the bombs. It's always nice to see, like, okay, who's gonna get it first drive, like a minimal set of bombs, who's gonna need a ton. It's all about skill and a heck ton of luck, because those Moldorm patterns, you cannot predict.
Yeah, it's so satisfying, too, when you do it yourself.
So, just a few things in Mini Moldorm, Ether, Lamp. Nothing to write home about, but hey, it's a fire source.
Yeah.
I mean, the way up the mountain is in logic.
Yeah, I just realized has Jet not gotten he hasn't gone back to his house yet, has he?
No, so he doesn't have the hook shot.
Okay.
He'll probably get there eventually. Probably his next save and quit.
Yeah, that would be the next stop to go. There's plenty of checks there in Eastern Death Mountain.
Yeah.
Surely there'll be something there.
Yeah, so right now it's like pretty much just the basic overworld, your circle 1s, your circle 0, circle 1, circle 2, and the hammer.
Okay, or we could have Dark World access.
Yeah, right away. Let's do it.
10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes into the seed.
Not even 10 minutes. I mean, and Jet goes for the back of his cape, I think. So he still doesn't have his hook shot. It's one of the first few chests in the game. If hints were on and he found one regarding the hook shot, it would be in your house, Numpty. But as a reminder, hints are not on.
Correct, yes. Hints are off for the tournament.
So, unfortunately, it looks like Durand decided to skip out on Ice Rod Cave. That's not good.
No, it's usually one of the checks you do along with Mini Moldrum Cave. Like, it's right there.
I mean, right there. It is a long trek.
Oh, yeah.
And considering your opponent is part of the first quartile, Jet, and you're in the fourth quartile, Durand, you might want to start skipping just a few of them. Unfortunately, this one, not a good choice. Bad luck. So we see they already pick up a sword. If they don't, let's see, if they pick up a second sword or find the cape, for example, it might lead Durand to go do AGA 1, which would be bad.
That would be very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope we don't find that.
And there's lots of checks still open to Durand. He has the entirety of Death Mountain to do in the light world.
However, we did find, let's see, Jet did find some flippers over in Dark Cross, so Durand did find them as well. So hopefully that brings him back to Ice Rock Cave.
I'm still surprised Jet has yet to go to his house, and he's going to the Dark World now. I mean, didn't even bother. He's not even going to Hype Cave and easy 5 checks. No. It's like, I'm gonna go to the Dark World through Kakariko. Meanwhile, Durand does go up the mountain.
Nice this way, Durand will be able to get the saving coin to the old man once he guides him back to his house, and then also do more checks on that side of Death Mountain. Maybe we're gonna get our first check into the Dark World. I don't think anyone has done the map check.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
It's not the most vital thing to do, and even if Jet doesn't have the hook shot right away, it's still not the end of the world because of where he is.
There we go. So green pendants, Skullwoods, red pendants, Ice Palace. I saw a red crystal somewhere there.
In Misery Mire.
Okay.
Yeah. So we know that we still have 1 pendant and 1 red crystal in the light world, but we just don't know which ones they are yet. So good on Jet. Jet deciding, okay, listen, Skullwoods is right here. May as well go in. I can't complete it, but doesn't matter. It's just a pendant. Yeah,
and it's two easy checks, and you want to hope that you get your first 2 items in the front.
That way you never, ever have to come back.
Kind of do things the long way with the switch and the statue here.
Yeah, nothing good in or on Spectacle Rock. So Durand's gonna probably jump down and make his way east.
Alright, that's the first item from Skullwoods, is just a piece of hearts. Yeah, although some runners it may be tempting to complete Skullwoods because of the green pendant, but it depends on what else we find on our way there.
There was a question in chat, what do the red crystals do? Well, if you manage to get both crystals and you combine them together, they make a big pink bomb that you can bring over to the Pyramid Fairy and just explode a giant wall. And another Dark World access for Durand. This may lead him further away from the hammer, because that's a ton more checks he can do again. What would really help him out would probably be the flute, because that's usually when people decide, okay, maybe I should go back to Ice Rock Cave and check it out.
You know, and I'm sure that Durand knows that that's a check that that's still open for him. It's just a matter of when he'll be able to make his return there, because the hammer does lock out a lot of places for him to check and complete.
And there's a Master Sword for Durand in Paradox Cave. This again is making me worried that he might try to do. Oh no, he has the flippers. I was thinking, like, would he actually go do AGA 1? No, he has the flippers.
No.
He has pretty much the access to the entirety of Dark World except for the Pyramid Fairy. Unless you sequence break it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Durand wouldn't want to go to AGA. He has the gold mid, so he has his access to the Dark World. It's just a matter of he's gonna be looking for that hammer.
So Jet took an intentional death here just to reset his hearts.
Yep, quick death warp.
Yeah, the Dark World can be scary. A lot of things can do 2 hearts of damage, and that's all he had left before. So.
Yeah, 6 hearts, green mail. A lot of things in the Dark World they pay you like a truck, both literally and figuratively. So, gotta be really careful as to where you step things. And I didn't catch what was in Spiral Cave there.
It was junk.
Okay.
Yeah. Same thing for Bumper Cave. It was junk as well. But Durand, thanks to those mids, can actually do a complete check in a dark Death Mountain.
With a hook shot too. Can check out a hook shot cave, see what medallion we need for Turtle Rock entry.
Yep. And Jet found his orange suit Samus set.
Nice change of clothes.
It's more fashionable.
Alright, looks like Jet's gonna head over to his first dungeon, Thieves Town, which can be cleared in full with a hammer.
Absolutely. Good play on his behalf. So nothing super bunny.
Alright, then Durand's gonna head over to Hookshot Cave after this. Yeah, he won't be able to do... Spike Cave is also in the area, but that's not in logic for him just yet. And today we need...
Ether.
Okay, well...
So we already have it, so that's a bonus.
Yeah, that's one less thing to worry about.
Second map check for Durand.
Okay, Hookshot Cave, what we got today? Piece of Hearts.
Quake.
Oh?
And Pooter.
Oh, okay.
Powder's a nice safety, but unfortunately, Durand does not have any way to be able to go see Magic Bat right now.
Still no hammer.
Jet with his slow trek in Thieves Town hasn't found anything of value yet.
No, nothing. Nothing really. Yeah. But it looks like Durand's gonna be making his way over to the Dark World as well with the gold mints. So we'll be able to lift that heavy rock in front of the portal there.
Slightly faster than going all the way around. The hammer, we will remind people, was in Ice Rod Cave. And also the hook shot, which Jet does not have, was in his house.
Yeah, so just everyone just send your powers, just send your energy to Jet to remind him to make sure he goes to his house at some point during the seed. And yeah, Swamp Palace is a crystal, so he's going to need that hook shot at some point.
Yes. I mean, not necessarily right away, but he will need it. I mean, there's also some other stuff that's on Death Mountain that he'll need to use it for, such as the mitts.
Ah, yeah.
Well, unless he finds the mirror, of course, then he'd have to go all the way around, but still. Heck, he may not even make his way up the mountain that fast. For example, the Tower Hera is a pendant.
That's true, yeah.
We still don't know what our Light World dungeons are.
We do know that
a lot of bombs in Thieves Town.
Yeah, a lot of too many bombs. Needs less bombs. But yeah, so we do know at least one dungeon in the Light World is going to be a pendant.
And one a red crystal. Yeah, lots of junk in Thieves Town.
Yeah, nothing really.
Though, if Durand decides to go do Thieves Town himself, he will be leaving one item in that big chest, and that could plague him.
Yeah, it's always an infinitely risky play when you go into Thieves Town without the hammer at hand. And you have to hope that the big chest either has to keep the small key locked in or a dungeon item.
There we go. Nice fight from Jet.
Yeah, making that blind fight Very easy.
Oh, yeah. Took a hit or two, but it doesn't really matter. So long as you keep in control of Blind, you always know where he's about to go.
Mhm.
It can be a very easy fight.
Alright, so just gonna do the rest of the checks here in the Village of Outcasts.
See, I'm always wary when it comes to entering Thieves Town and leaving like these 3 checks around it, like the chess game, the C-shaped house, and the Bumblebee Hut, because every time I decide I'm just gonna skip them this one time, the boots end up being in there,
Yeah.
and I could have used them for Thieves Town, and like,
I was like, I wish I had this 5 minutes ago.
And there's a lovely fire rod.
Ooh. So, Chad, if he really wanted to, he could clear Skullwoods for that green pendant. But I think he's probably gonna prioritize looking for other items first.
And yeah, it actually does look like we did have a early map check from Durand. Tower Hera is a red crystal, and Eastern is a pendant. Nine. 18 digs, if I count correctly.
All for a blue.
And not even taking his well-deserved prize. I mean, it's dirty, but take it.
I was like, ugh, no.
He took the moon pearl. That was dirty.
Nah, good point. Alright, so Jet's gonna head over to our good friend Stumpy, and he has another 20 rupees.
Yeah. Alright, so again, another reminder, 21 minutes in, Jet has still yet to open the chest in his house. And we did get Dark World access at around 8 minutes in.
Yeah. Alright, but Jet will be the first runner to make a visit to the cave formerly known as Hype.
Formerly? Ah, come on, there's gotta be good stuff in here still.
Yeah. It's been on and off lately for the
Look, piece of heart, that's Hype.
Oh, they get a nice
piece of heart, that's Hype. Coward mail, that's Hype. 20 rupees and 20 rupees, that's like 2 reds, that's like 200 green rupees.
Although I do like the Samus's hair changed color with the red armor pickups. Like, And suddenly green hair.
Ah, there we go.
There
he
we
has
go.
his hook shot.
There we go.
Jet, you got it.
I was like, Jet, please.
So Jet making his way towards the front of Hyrule Castle. He hasn't yet even visited the uncle. But there's also some items left within Hyrule Castle, the front of it. I don't remember if he found a map in the back, but we know there's at least 2 items left in the front.
Yeah, I don't think I saw a map of the.
Yeah, so there's at least 2 items. Like, I'm looking at this green-haired Samus, and I'm like, I didn't know she had a punk phase.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can totally picture her, like, listening to, like, death metal or something. So, Durand unfortunately cannot check the big chest in Thieves Town. We reminded it to our viewers before, but he does not have the hammer. The hammer is in Ice Rod Cave, which he skipped at the beginning.
Yeah, he just beat a mini modem cave and then save and quit from there. And who knows when he'll make his return there.
Yeah, we found 1 item so far in the front of Escape. If we find a second one, we might see Jet save and quit.
Meanwhile, Durand is making quick work on Blind himself.
Scary quick work. Okay, so I guess we did find the map at the back, and that's why Jet is continuing down to Zelda's cell.
We get our first bottle of the seed.
Mm-hmm. You got the thing. Of red goo, too. And what's been hiding locked away in Hyrule Castle? The most important weapon in the game.
Time for Swagnet.
Woohoo!
Alright, Jack, where are we heading off to now? Probably gonna make that Death Mountain play finally.
Most likely, I mean. You got so many checks up there. He has a crystal he can complete. Yeah, overall, just a great decision. Just lots of checks, easy to do, on the way, crystal. Nothing better.
And once Chet finds those gold mitts, he'll be able to open Turtle Rock. Won't be able to go inside, but it'll save him some time once Turtle Rock becomes available for him.
But it'll always depend if he opens it from the top or from the bottom. Who knows?
I think there, question in chat. Both, there is a sword upgrade and the glove upgrade in Paradox Cave.
That's right, they both were there. My first sword was in Kakariko Village.
And I think, the first glove was also there too, in the bar, I think.
Yeah, they come in pairs.
Yeah.
I mean, who would leave a perfectly good pair of gloves in a tavern? I mean, maybe one of the patrons got a little inebriated on cow juice, from Long Long Ranch, Long Long Farm.
Yeah, just somehow just left it there after a horrible bender one night.
And
that was a quick check over in the inside the cave there, but I'm pretty sure didn't look anything of importance.
Oh, it was arrows. Oh, Durand already made that check. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And Durand's gonna be getting his red. Get a nice little, nice and purple.
And those two height pieces of heart. Height.
So at least we have 9 hearts for both runners. So they're right. 9 hearts, red armor. They're pretty good in terms of defense.
I'm curious where Durand is gonna go. Oh, okay. So I was wondering, like, oh my god, is he gonna show off a new glitch or something? Oh no, okay, no, he just gonna save and quit.
It's like, nope, don't have the hammer quite yet to go up to the pyramid and into pod.
Durand looks like he's gonna go head over to the eastern area. I mean, there's at least those 3 items in Sasarella's hut, plus there's 3 in eastern. He is gonna check the hobo.
And Lake Hylia is just a single arrow.
He may have changed his mind or something, I don't know. But making a liar out of me, darn you, Durand.
But Durand does have the money to pay off King Zora.
But not much else.
Nope.
You know what they say about spending all your money in one place? It's an amazing idea.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Do it. Go to Zora.
Buy first, think later.
So yeah, Jet does get his sword upgrade and his mitts upgrade. We did see the last shield over on the Sky Island, so I think our runners are going to be stuck with the fighter shield for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste, the 30 seconds it takes me to get there. Nah.
So this would be the perfect opportunity, Durand, to go check out Ice Rod Cave, but
meanwhile, Jet's gonna tackle his second dungeon in the Tower of Hera, which is one of our 2 red crystals.
my reaction by default is always, why isn't he reading the hint? It's like, oh, right. still getting used to those V31 intricacies. Insert
Yeah.
not enabled by default.
Oh. Oh, did you see
Oh.
what's there on the store ledge?
I did not see. What was it?
It's a progressive bow.
Ooh. Which could lead Durand to Eastern or Pod? Though Pod is a long walk away for him.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, if he goes there without the hammer, that would be a tragedy.
And just some bombs from King Zura.
You spent all that money, pick them up! Okay, fine. It does save time to not pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, kids, do not spend all your money on fireworks, especially not to shady fishmen. This is life lessons with Rywick and Crazy Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Their most is one very, very illegal. Never do. Don't do it. You might, accidentally blow off your hand, and no one wants that.
I mean, unless you want to replace it with like a robot hand.
Okay, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's see. Jet's gonna. Ooh, oh my gosh. Hold on, please.
It's fine. He got a poke in. It's fine. Just gotta get another poke in or also go berserk. Oh no, you gotta slash him, so that's fine.
There we go. Very nice. Very nice.
Fully in control.
I saw the big 20 in the big chest. I don't know if we saw a second item in Hera.
I don't know. But nothing's the Hasrala's hut. Yes, I did see a good comment in the chat. Fishmen will not give you good fireworks. Thank you for that lovely piece of advice, Pyromance.
Yes. Very sound device.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It looks like Durand's gonna head over to Eastern.
Mm-hmm. So Eastern is a pendant. So we will not be getting an extra reward unless there's something on the pedestal. Which is still possible.
Well, depending on looking at her.
Ice Run, Flute.
Ice Run could be on there, Flute could be on there. Oh yeah, Mirror could be on there.
The book.
Which would be really mean, but it's possible.
Alright, so Jet did decide I'm going to go check out the Medallion of Turtle Rock from the top. I'm not just going to enter the Dark World from the bottom of the mountain. I like this. Much more efficient. Because if he does find a way to open it, and then he finds the King of Samaria on Dark Death Mountain, he could maybe go right in. I mean, I wouldn't without the Ice Rod too, but still, it's a possibility.
And 3 pegs down. And boom, magic portal opens.
And he freezes the top of the mountain. Or electrifies it. I don't know how electricity freezes you, but that's how physics in Hyrule work.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff happens in Hyrule. We don't really question it.
We should be asking the right questions.
Mm-hmm.
And the right question is, where's the Ice Rod? I think. That might not be the right question for right now, but it is a question.
Yeah, for all we know, it's, it could be anywhere in the seed, except on Trinex.
Or in GT.
Or in GT, yes, correct. Mm-hmm.
So, Jet getting his powder in turn.
Yeah, Jet could check out Magic Bat now.
Yeah.
He could get started on the blacksmith chain, but without the mirror, no.
It's just not pleasant. I mean, the progression might be there, but. So I think Durand is like lucking out in item placements in Eastern Palace. Because I think there's an item on the boss.
Yeah?
I mean, I don't see another reason why he would stick around. I mean, he could. Yes, there is an item on the boss. So he found all the dungeon items. So it does pull him away even further and further away from the hammer. Like, he's thinking, oh, what an awful seed. And, like, he might be thinking, oh, hammers and pod or something. And that's just cruel.
Yeah.
Like, hammer could be nice palace. Theoretically.
Was there an item in the Thieves Town big chest? Yes, it was just a big 20.
Yeah. And he had to leave it behind. So Jet's gonna do everything that Durand just did. He's gonna go to King Zora. He's gonna find his bow. Odds are probably gonna do pod, maybe Eastern. Depends, like, what he feels like doing, what capacity. I mean, like, you just really gotta feel the mood, let it flow, let the rando become you, become one with the rando. Let's hope Durand finds something good here.
Let's see.
My! Oh my! Well, that is the Cane of Samaria over on Pendant Armos Knights. That's nice.
We need that for Meyer and Turok.
We might not see Jet go there for a little while.
Oh.
Especially if he finds other things along the way, like the mirror or something like that.
Yes, this race just got very, very interesting.
We still need Durand to go to Ice Palace to get his hammer, though. Hopefully he will get stuck soon. I mean, I'm trying to think of what's left. He's probably going to go do the Smith chain now. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I can think of that's that way. Oh, he could also go do the rest of Skull Woods and get that green pendant. Because there's still an item out there in the back. So that might be what he's doing. Oh my. Yeah, so yeah, Durand has lots of checks he hasn't done yet. He hasn't done the front of escape, which he could do. I don't think he's been to Gina. Obviously not the Ice Rod Cave. He could go all the way to Pod. Meanwhile, Jet is going to go do the magic bat, I believe. I don't see another reason why you would take out the hammer.
He also has the bottle they found too, so we can visit the sick kid.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, what do we still need in terms of progression? We need a way to get into desert.
Yep.
We need the mirror to get into swamp. Definitely need the flutes to enter Meyer. And
sure.
Hopefully Meyer doesn't require bombos.
I mean, it could.
It could, yes. It'd be mean, but...
When has Rando ever been mean?
Besides every other time.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, nada on the magic bat. Just another heart piece, I think, or it was a heart.
I think it was a heart piece, yeah.
I heard the sound for a heart.
Alright, and Jet bringing a visit to the sick kid. Thank you for visiting me. Here, have a green rupee. I
mean, it's his allowance. He is generously contributing to Link's adventure with everything he has, with little pocket change.
So you probably need this more than me. You can have it.
If he has 99 more of those, he can buy himself a red rupee, just like Durand got from a moth.
And also the green pendants.
See, more green, more red. This is good. This is good. So Durand probably gonna make another trek towards Eastern Palace, but he might go and pick up Smith, maybe? Not sure what he's about to do. He still has lots of checks, but they're all a little bit far away.
Yeah, meanwhile, Jet is making his way back into Skullwoods and
Yep.
will probably be completing it as well.
He's also banking on that fire rod, having progression. So he will be disappointed by the 20 rupees. He may not be disappointed by the green pendant. This could also be like a precursor to like a 100% completion, because Jet might be thinking, hey, I have a better execution, I can maybe 100% the seed before Durand can make it to the end. If he goes and gets the green pendant, it makes it efficient for him to bring it back to Sassuolo while he's doing the eastern and pod area.
Yep, that is definitely true. Let's see. In the meantime, not sure what Durand is.
Durand's
checking
going
around.
to catfish and pod and stuff. Yep.
Oh, that's right. We haven't seen our other good friend, the catfish, yet.
Man, Durand does have 2 pendants so far. This is a little funny, just a little.
And if he really wanted to, he could complete Ice Palace for the 3rd pendant and pull the pedestal.
Well, that's if he went to go get the hammer in the one location we really wanted to go.
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
Yeah, this is why he's taking the long road. I'm surprised he didn't go see Catfish though. He just skipped it.
Didn't. Okay.
Yeah. He just said, I'm gonna go to the pyramid. Which is fine.
And on the pyramid, what do we have today? We have 50 rupees? Yeah, 50 rupees.
Alright. Jet preparing to go see Sahasrara. He has his bomb all ready to go. Bomb the entirety of Sarah's closet.
Yeah, Sriracha's closet, yes. Raid his closet for... I think he just had junk this time.
Yeah. Because if you want something sweet, go get that green pendant over in Skull Woods and bring it back. And you will obtain from a lovely red rupee. See, green for red. Green for red. This is a metaphor for life.
Yeah. And Saha's just like, don't spend it all at once, kid. Thank you, Grandpa.
All I'm thinking is like, I can't wait to spend those 20 rupees to go buy explosives from fishmen. I mean,
although it looks like, is Jet gonna get over to Eastern? Oh.
Well, this is good for him.
Oh.
Yep. So he will be making his way to Eastern. If he completes it and doesn't decide to abandon halfway, he will be getting his cane of Samaria.
It's very interesting seeing runners just go clear pendant dungeons. They're probably banking on a pedestal play, but...
Well, at the same time, this is Eastern Palace, though. And Eastern Palace is part of that first circle of items you can obtain. So going here is not that bad an idea. And once again, if he's going with the mentality, I need to 100% the seed to guarantee that no trickeries of rando could happen to me, then this is perfect.
And chat does bring up a good point that we don't have the mirror yet, we don't have the flutes yet, so I imagine Jet is just going to walk over to the portal south of Eastern Palace and head into pod that way, be able to somewhat do both dungeons back to back.
Yep, and he will be able to complete pod, unlike Durand right here, where he will have to leave Helmasaur alone. Leave Helmasaur alone.
I haven't seen really anything of note coming out of pod yet.
I would say keys.
And more keys.
but not keys.
No.
Do not mix the two. You do not want to put keys indoors. You want to put keys indoors. You do not want to pet a key. You want to pet keys.
I mean, I don't think you want to pet a keys. Right?
I mean, come on, they're cute.
They're cute, but they get all over the place. I don't think we found the big key yet in Pod. Because otherwise, usually, I know I've seen most runners, what they do nowadays is that when they find the big key early, they just go immediately to Helm's Arcane.
But he can't. He doesn't have the hammer.
Oh, that's right.
But he does find the boots, which might... Oh, please, Durand, with these boots, take this as a hint. Go far away, far away, in the land of ice. Not Ice Palace, Ice Rock Cave.
No, the smaller version of Ice Palace. Ice Rock Cave.
Yes, the smaller one.
The other place that's cold.
Why is that cave cold?
Oh, I was wondering how it stays cold too.
Actually, you know what? I think that Ice Rock Cave is probably just like a refrigerator. Nature's refrigerator.
That does sound pleasing, especially on a nice hot summer day.
Think about this. Okay, this might be the storage for all the milk in Hyrule. It's just ice storage. I mean, you gotta get your nice ice cold glasses of milk.
Yes. Yeah, but this is a very interesting play coming out from Jet. He will be getting the Cane of Samaria, so
which will pay off.
Yeah.
Which will give him logical access to Turtle Rock. Not completion, but logical access.
Unless you find, the Ice Rod and, I don't know, Laser Bridge.
It's a possibility.
That has happened way too many times in Rando. I've lost count.
Hey. There we go.
Nice.
Gets his Cane of Samaria, pays off, gets a blue pendant. He's like, oh yeah. I got me my pendants. But yeah. Durand getting them boots. That's nice. But he will become frustrated once he finishes these last few chests and discovers, hey, there's no hammer here. Oh, he does get his first bottle though.
Yeah, meanwhile, Jet will be making the longer trek over to the portal here and entering Pod, where he will get those boots, and will also be able to complete Pod.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
So
Durand...
You might see Jet just do what you mentioned before, which is go beat Helm's King before completing the rest of the dungeon. So Durand, naturally, following those boots, gonna go check King's Tomb, Bonk Rocks, maybe even Lumberjack if he hasn't already.
I don't think he did that check yet at the start.
The only warm location in this game is Dark Death Mountain. Everything else is Canadian. Let's see. Blizzard. Wet. Yep. Okay. That makes sense.
What is this blizzard that you speak of?
What? Oh, right. Crazy sunshine. You must be living in a sunshine state.
Technically, there's sun.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna guess I wasn't that far off then. No need to share. I just figured come on, blizzards are fun. You can go skiing and you can shovel it and through it happily because that's what everybody likes to do in snow is trek through it. Right? I've been in snow once. Technically. 20 rupees over at Lumberjacks. So we will not be doing Aga1. Aga1 is dead.
Yes, very dead. But now, Durand, where do we go now?
Durand did speak to one of the lumberjacks. He has learned that one of them always tells the truth and one of them always lies. It is for you to determine, chat, which one is which. I'm sure there's actually an answer.
I think there is. I like thinking about it, like, what if I... It's one of those horrible brain teasers, like,
Like, if this one is lying, then the other one must be telling the truth, but he can't be telling the truth because he's lying. And
I was like, what the heck? What the...
Or maybe they're both lying.
This is also true.
Crazy sunshine. Do you want snow? Do you want snow?
So anything below 60 degrees is cold to me, so take that as you will.
I have no idea how to count in freedom units, I'm sorry. I have no idea if that's warm or cold. But boots for Jet! He can finally follow his name, his true passion, going fast!
He's going...
fast as a jet!
Not too fast though, because it'd be very dangerous, but he's going at a very good speed.
I mean, don't speed, kids. I mean, cops will pull you over and confiscate your wet fireworks that you got from the fishman.
Oh, sorry, I forgot we got bombs from Zora.
Yes. This is my fireworks joke that I'm trying to propagate. I mean, it can be fun. Oh, please, Asder. As if you use freedom units.
Alright, speaking of, really quick, I'm gonna do this quick little... I think this works still, hopefully? Yeah, there we go.
Yay.
So while our runners are checking out, kind of like retracing each other's steps, we can give them a quick follow.
Be nice.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool.
I mean, Durand's cool. He speaks French. Jet's cool. He's fast.
I don't know if Jet speaks French, but I'm sure if he did, it'd be cool. But if he doesn't, that's also cool.
Oh god, if you've tried to sell me on them. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so Durand gotta bring back that purple chest. He's not having any luck whatsoever with his progression. He
has to go back. Yeah. He has the boots. He can it'll be a very quick check.
Yep. But quick enough.
Because there's nowhere really else he can go to. Oh, that's right.
Front of escape. Oh my. The front of Ice Palace. The first half.
And there's the... Oh my god.
What? Okay,
that's
so
we
need the mirror. We do need the mirror.
Oh, game.
I mean, book on ledge. I mean, that's putting something out of your reach. Put up your tippy toes. Like, you can't even bonk on the wall. You can't shake the world to bring the book down.
Too bad you can't, like, climb. That's probably a ledge that's like only maybe like...
Oh, there's no stamina bar in this game. You can't climb.
Oh, crud. That's right.
I know. I mean, it took Link nearly 30 years to learn how to climb. Pretty sure. I'm trying to think of other games now.
I don't, that's a good... I don't know. I can't think of any, to be honest.
Actually, I think in Wands of Gamelon.
Is there a stamina gauge?
I think. Anyway,
also Durand, where are you going? Wait, are you going?
So
to-
nice turtle room. Durand didn't bring in his green pennant yet.
Oh, that's right. And he
Mhm.
just, yeah, it was just a big 20.
Yeah, he's not having luck. Listen, the stuff that's left: Front of Escape, Ice Palace, Ice Rod Cave. If you're going to Ice Palace, stop by Ice Rod Cave. You gotta do that. And he's off to the castle, which is okay. There's still 3
Yeah.
items there for him.
Mhm.
I'll pick up his swag net and a bottle. Did he visit Sick? He better have visited Sick Kid.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jet finishes up the Helmless Arcane fight.
That was quick.
Speaking of
One-
explosions. And is rewarded with the red meringue.
Mm-hmm.
The boomerang that sparkles.
It goes so fast and so far,
Mhm.
and everybody loves it.
Yes.
Fight me.
I'm all team red boomerang. Like,
Oh, okay.
absolutely. Glove upgrades. There was one in Kakariko in the back of the bar, and the second upgrade was in Death Mountain. Yes. All right. Let's see. Jets looks like with the boots, gonna check out
Yeah.
King's Tomb.
Yeah, normal flow. But for Jet, what is he gonna do?
I think the next place for him,
I
he
mean-
has. I think it's Turtle Rock.
Well, Pyramid Catfish, which I don't think he's done yet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Durand skipped out on doing Catfish early. He just went straight to the pyramid.
I mean, Jet could do Ice Palace and then go for the pedestal.
Oh, he could also do that.
Yes, he could.
Too bad we don't have the book to check what's on the pedestal. Oh, wait.
I wonder where that book is.
It'd be really mean if the mirror was on the pedestal and then you needed that. Actually, no, because you still need the flute. That's right. Oh. The book is just it's so teasing you in such a horrible way.
It's a paradox. You need the book to get the book, but how do you get the book to get the book?
Remember,
It's a
kids,
thinker. It's a thinker.
remember, kids, stay in school.
I mean, you could always go to the School of Rywek. You learn so many important life lessons. Trust me,
Yes.
I'm an adult.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Oh.
prove otherwise.
Oh, that's right. This is a new check coming out from Jet. The hammer pegs.
Durand. Yeah, Durand couldn't do it before. That's true. And Durand is off to Catfish. Realizing his little routing possibly mistake. He possibly forgetting it.
It's really just taking up all the where else can I go?
Mm-hmm.
I need the hammer, but where else can I go?
Because he's really committed to leaving out Ice Rock Cave. Whereas Jet will go to... I don't know. Oh, bring back the Smith. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. I knew that.
It's like, oh, that's right. I had to escort him back home. Kinda get that done really quick. And catfish.
He got baited.
Hey, hey.
Hey! And Durand is going... Oh, he's going to Ice Rock Cave! He is, for sure.
Are you going to? Or
He is, he has to be.
if you go to Ice Palace, Durand.
This would be the biggest fake out ever if he did.
He's going.
Going. Are we gonna be
my God.
mad or super happy? Probably a combination of both.
I expect a few rage splashes.
I hope for 0 because they consume time and this is a speedrun.
This is a race.
we go. Here we go. Dwee, dwee, dee, dee. A hammer! And now he can do so much more. I wonder what he will do.
Alright, Durand.
He's got Tower Hera. He's got... he can finish Pod. He's got one item left in there. He can do Ice Palace. And he chooses... Pod.
Speaking of Ice Palace...
What's it doing there? I mean, just because there's 3 possible items that you're missing that could be on the pedestal. Okay, this is a pretty good thing. I'm always in favor of going to Ice Palace. So, even if it's especially if it's a pendant.
And this is also the last pendant for Jet, so after he finishes Ice Palace, he can pull the pedestal.
Mm-hmm. Which I imagine he will.
I don't think Jet saw the book, did he?
No, he has not yet. We only saw it in Durand's hand.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So yeah, I think Jet is approaching this with the 100% tactic. I like it. Because something, if you're in the first quartile, that you need to be a little afraid of is those people who are skipping checks all the time. And like if you skip them and they find the item they need right away, that's bad. Or if they go for these huge gambles and stuff and they find this progression item, such as that Canis of Mario, for example, that can be scary. So going for the hundo strat is perfect for Jet.
Yeah. And also, Chat does bring up a good point that Jet can full clear Ice Palace, but cannot full clear Turtle Rock without the Ice Rod in hand.
True, but Ice Rod is oftentimes on that darn laser bridge.
And also, we're still missing a bunch of items as well, so yeah, definitely a good idea to be as thorough as possible.
I'm not giving away your strats as her. I observed your play and absorbed all the intelligence from it. Mwahaha!
You know, maybe take a few, pointers here and there, but hey. Alright, so Durand has made his return to Pod, will defeat Helma King.
The only circumstance in which Jet would not be pulling the ped after this is if those 3 items in this dungeon happen to be the 3 items he's looking for.
Somehow find Ice Rod, Mirror, Flute in here. Or another bottle.
Yeah. I mean, empty. But he can always fill that up. With that sweet milk.
Bottle, Piece of Hearts. That's already 2 items in Ice Palace.
Oh, those 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Big Key.
Gonna go check out Ice Tea Room. I could go for some iced tea.
There's some hot tea. It's cold where I am, so hot tea is definitely a little bit more preferred. And I imagine the runners would probably like another sword, maybe even silvers.
I mean, convenient, yes. Desired, absolutely. Needed, nah.
Alright, Jet finishing up Ice Palace.
Yeah, even if he finds the last item here, he's probably going to finish the boss. He's so
absolutely, yeah.
But the last item is on the boss, so.
Yep. Meanwhile, I think Durand's gonna make the trip over to Turtle Rock.
Hera.
Oh, no, Hera. Oh, that's
Probably
right.
Hera first, yeah.
Let's see. The second red crystal is what? Meyer? Okay, yeah. I was like, I couldn't tell where the other second crystal was.
Yeah, Meyer. So, yeah. Well, we know the flute is not with the Pyramid Fairy.
Correct.
That's it. That's all I know.
Yep, that's
That is the limit of my knowledge.
Just making some quick work out of Colsair here.
I mean, not too afraid of taking any hits. With that red mail, you're pretty safe.
Nice.
Durand actually went to the Dark World, and he opened up Turtle Rock.
And
he is not going to Tower Hera. He's going in. He's taking the gamble that the Ice Rod would be in here. I like it. And Jet found another sword.
yeah, on Colsair. So I think
That's
Jet's. I think he's good in terms of offense.
Yeah. I mean, there was nothing else in Ice Palace of note. I mean, there was another bottle, but he didn't need it. That sword is cool, but really what we're really interested in is what's on the pedestal.
Oh, he's doing it, isn't he?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
All right, put your guesses in chat. What's on the pedestal, kids? Is it bombs? Is it vampire skewers? Could it be the infamous Ice Rod? Put your guesses in now.
All right, come on, guys. What do you guys think?
What do you think?
I'm gonna say. I'll say Bombos, which is needed for Meyer.
I'm gonna say the second green rupee. We found the first one on Sick Kid. I think the pedestal is hiding pocket change.
Alright, guys. Moment of truth. Let's see what our pedestal has today.
Capes and Deku Nuts, Big 20s, KFCs. But here it is. What could it be? The Silver Arrows!
Oh, wow.
So Jet is fully decked out. He's got his tempered sword. He's got his silvers. This is nice offensive. Durand is going. I'm not sure where he ducked out of.
I think he's trying. Is he gonna try out?
He does have a red potion, so this is fine. So he will be able to make it all the way through Spike Cave. It's not in logic without an invincibility item and either half magic or 2 bottles, but at least that's what's the old logic. Not sure if it got updated, but he can make it to the end. And he gets a heart piece as his reward.
Now the real question is, will Durand be doing the same suit as Jet, completing Ice Palace, getting that third pendant, pulling the pedestal, getting those silvers? That's I feel like at this point he might as well, since he's so close, but at the same time there's just there's not really much else Durand can do at the moment, though.
Well, if he does, he would be further weaponized, but it wouldn't bring much to the table because he is somewhat behind because of that hammer being put off for so long.
Yeah.
But it looks like Durand is actually heading up to Tower Hera again. Hopefully this time Tower Hera. Oh, there's the second green rupee. I guess I missed it before.
Did we? Was there a second item left in the basement of Hera?
Oh.
I don't know if anyone in chat remembers seeing it when Jet completed it earlier.
It's possible. I know we found one item, then there was a small key on Moldorm.
Because I can't think of anything else in terms of overworld checks that is still left out there in the world, and we can't go anywhere else. So I think our missing piece is going to be in the Hera basements.
Yeah. So we're gonna need a pretty hefty gamble on Durand's half, but he doesn't know where his opponent is, so we don't know what's going through Durand's mind. Well, Jet is deciding Turtle Rock. This is the answer for me. If he goes in, he won't be able to do that lovely little safety trick where you can go out of the laser bridge and flute away because, well, he doesn't have the flute. And even
Also,
if he did find it, it won't be activated.
Also no mirror still.
That too. See, this is why I like having a co-commentator. And you are an excellent one at that.
Oh.
In fact, if I put that little command in there. Yeah!
Hey.
Please follow my co-commentator, Crazy Sunshine, and don't forget to also follow Yoinker's wife, who's doing the tracking. They're awesome people.
Yes. And also follow Ryback if you haven't done so already.
Or else. I do offer discount wet fireworks. Oh, I've been downgraded. I am your co-commentator. I guess I gotta bow down to experience. I mean, you are better known out here in this lovely English community.
Hey, we're all equals here. We all have our own. We all bring various things to the table when it comes to commentating.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of, I think I know we're still looking for new guys to join the team. There's so many races, you guys. And if you like Randomizer as much as we do, you should totally join up and hang out with us and volunteer and all the things. Yeah.
Do the thing. Join our lovely community.
So excited.
Pretty sure there's a command for that.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes.
I think. Okay, that brings us to the general community, but please join the tournament community as well. And become a commentator. Become one of us. One of us. One of us.
See, I may be a garbage runner, but I can sure talk about rando. So I have that going on for me.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty much the same way. Totally.
All right, Durand. Let's see where we're going. We're headed off to
Powder.
There we go. So not that way.
Yep. Because he also wants to do Peg Cave, I think. Oh no, he did that already, right? No, he didn't do that yet.
Nah.
He's thinking like so many checks. I need to combo them and please come on.
I would say because Durand was in Turtle Rock earlier. Did he dip out or?
He dipped in. He dipped out. He did not fully commit, which, I don't know. He might have a fear of commitment, but don't we all? Don't we all? You just gotta go for it. Take risks, take chances.
Yeah, Turtle Rock is a terrifying dungeon. I personally am scared of Turtle Rock, but just it's so the lava everywhere and this really terrifying turtle that's trying to kill you. It's
true. I'm also of two minds when it comes to Turtle Rock. I mean, there's fire, there's ice. I mean, where does it end?
Though nothing really coming out of Turtle Rock so far for Jet.
Yes, Durand's clock is off center. It's a little normal. I don't know why, but when his timer reaches 1 hour, it always shifts down. Yeah. No idea why. There we go. Peg Cave for Durand. He'll find his, I think, 50 rupees in there. I've watched quite a few races today. I am mixing them up. Dang, a heart.
Yeah, don't need to check. Well, can't check Mimic Cave since we don't have the mirror.
Nope. Do find Bombo, so we won't be afraid of the missing medallion from Meyer.
Yeah.
Durand gonna. Oh my! Durand going back for the Thieves' Town big chest.
Oh, that's right, because he has the hammer now.
I don't blame him. Considering the location of the hammer, I do not blame him at all for going to go check that. Because if Jet did get that hammer early, he would have gotten it. There's a mirror for Jet. He's probably gonna mirror out. Go check Mimic Cave. There you go.
That's a good play.
Oh, it's what you do. If you find the mirror anywhere in the last checks of Turtle Rock, you gotta mirror out towards the big chest. It's just what you do.
And Mimic Cave has 10 arrows.
But yeah, Jet is not out of the Skull Woods yet. Well, he's in Turtle Rock, but you understand what I mean.
Yes.
He still needs that Ice Rod, or else he won't be able to complete Turtle Rock.
In case he doesn't find the ice rod and Turtle Rock, a new area Rio has opened up to him.
That's true. Swamp Palace, Graveyard Ledge, Cave 45, Bombo's Tablet. Oh wait, no. But so many possibilities. He could go get that shield on the Sky Island. He won't, but he could.
Get a nice little fire shield to match his ensemble with the Samus sprites.
I mean, I think like a bit of purple, a bit of red, green hair.
Still have no access to the Mire area, by the way.
No. I mean, there's only one thing that can ever give you access to Mystery Mire. That's the flute.
Yeah.
Durand going to Ice Palace. Yes, sir.
Alright, Laser Ridge.
We know there's at least a key somewhere here.
Oh, careful there. Oh. I always get I have slight PTSD from doing Laser Bridge because I hard lock. Once. There's the flute.
Last item.
And
Is the compass. There's an item on Trinex, and Jet will have to bow out. Take that flute, go and activate it.
Yep.
This is a very long seed.
Yeah, this is a required double dip into Turtle Rock. Although chat brings up a good point that Ice Rod could be on the Pyramid Fairy once we finish Mire.
True. I mean, that is something we might see Jet do. I mean, with the flute and the mirror, he has Misery Mire, Desert Palace, and Swamp Palace all opened up for him. So 3 dungeons and a couple of overworld locations opened up. Odds are Ice Rod is going to be there and not at the Pyramid Fairy, but still.
And Jet will also be finding the book on the Desert Ledge, so it also opens up the tablets as well.
That actually would be cruel to put Ice Rod on the Ether tablet, because that is the most out of the way that Jet could go. Like, if you're thinking about like the dungeons that are remaining, even like the overworld locations, like Ether tablet, that's the last place you're gonna check, because you're gonna be thinking, oh, I'll do that on my way to Turtle Rock or something. So if he's going with that Hundo seed, that will be last.
Yeah, so as far as we know, as far as we're concerned, Jet just needs the Ice Rod for go mode.
And almost doesn't pick up the book.
Like, nope, I probably need this.
Yes. I mean, you're already in Desert Palace, but yeah, you could use some like light reading material. I mean, imagine if you had to do a tie room. You're gonna want something to read.
That's true.
I mean, has anybody actually flipped through the Book of Medora? I'll bet you it's just a bunch of pictures.
Bunch of pictures. You know,
maybe an article on how to grow like better bushes. Like instructions on how to make wet fireworks.
So Jet pulled the pedestal earlier, and it had the progressive bow, which meant it gave Jet his silvers. Which, not the worst pedestal pull, it's actually very useful, and makes Jet good to go in terms of going up Ganon's tower and defeating Ganon.
I mean, it's not often you're actually going to see that, because, I mean, if you had the book and you read the pedestal, like, you would not be going to get the pedestal. Like, that's a little out of the way, getting 3 pedestals to go get just, like, silver-coated arrows.
Yeah, but with Durand in Ice Palace, it looks like he will be following that pedestal play and getting his silver arrows. Yeah, I don't think we saw anything of note come out of Desert Palace.
There was a 20 rupee.
Huh? It's good if
Yeah.
you want to, in case you want to buy some potions.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah.
Although once Jet finishes up Desert, he'll be able to mirror back and then head into Mire.
Solid silver arrows. Really? Really? I'm not sure how effective silver is at cutting stuff. I don't know. I thought silver was super bendy.
I think so too. It's not like a really, hard metal.
Mm-mm.
I don't think.
Nah. It's pretty. Shiny.
It sparkles when you shoot it from your bow.
Yes. It makes the game go faster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Durand!
Oh!
Accidentally
no.
finishes the 2 blocks.
Those reset, right? I don't recall that ever.
They reset if you like go far enough away, I think, or switch
Okay.
floors. Durand.
It's like,
where
oh
are you
no.
going? He would have to go all the way back up. He's going for it. He's gonna have to make his way all the way back to like Ice Tea Room, fall down again. Oh my. That's too bad. But Jet takes down Lamolas majestically with panache and finesse and other fancy words.
And I was gonna say he's gonna go to Mire. Oh wait, he's gonna check out.
Cave 45.
I thought it was Checkerboard Cave. Wait, no, Checkerboard Cave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cave 45. Like they're just on
They're
opposite sides of each other.
They're
Okay?
all caves.
Caves. It's like Cave 67.
Okay, now we're heading into Mire with all three. Oh yeah, and that was Bombos. So we needed.
Oh, we did need Bombos. Okay.
First, Bombos was found in Turtle Rock, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was in the big
chest.
Yeah.
I'm totally not reading chat on that one.
No, of course not.
not.
No, absolutely not.
Oh no, Durand! He doesn't have enough magic. Does he still have a key? No, there's a key on... No, there's not a key. Okay, he still has... There's still... Okay, we're still fine. We're still fine.
Is he gonna...
What? No.
Oh,
Don't
no.
death warp, don't death warp. Just pull the tongue and go back to the room. There's spots of magic in there.
Oh.
What is he? Oh, he's gonna go kill himself on the boss.
Oh.
Although if he uses his red potion, see, if he had used his red potion to fill up his health, he could have used a combination of the fire rod and sword beams. If you do fire rod, sword beam, that actually counts as a hit, as a third hit. So if you did that twice in a row, he would have gotten through to the boss.
Gotcha. But ooh.
I'm
that's rough, man.
Will he go back in for that one last item?
I think he needs more magic. Well, it's a tough call.
I mean, there's magic on the way. But this is rough. He is going back. I mean, he's probably thinking there's one last item here, and there's a pedestal. That's 2 items in his mind. Whereas Jet is making his way through Misery Mire, quick as he can, which is pretty fast because he does have the boots. He finds the cane of Burna.
Which is a nice cane.
It's blue.
It sparkles. Yeah, we haven't found half magic either in this seed. It's always helpful to have.
It does. It is. I mean, there's a couple of things that I do enjoy about having a nice normal tournament, like it's on normal setting, is that half match is still in there. I mean, half match is just convenient. It's not necessary to beat stuff, it's just convenient.
Well, it's also nice when you find it and you're running low on magic and it automatically refills your magic bar.
Best. Like even in early games, like, okay, cool, I have a full magic bar. I like that more than having to have magic. So kids, if you're looking to do a speed run of NMG, look over to Durand's side because he's going to be skipping all the chests and going directly to the boss. This is what you do. Assuming he knows NMG strats. I mean, normally you would also have the tempered sword here, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
on the
that's
boss.
right.
Jet just looking for that ice rod. Got the big key from the big key chest. I think it was vanilla.
And again, that ice rod can be anywhere.
But not here.
Nope.
All right. Take 2, Durand. You can do this. You've got a full magic bar. And there's the ice rod. Okay, there you go.
All right, that's
It was
that's
not
ice
here
rod.
adjacent.
It was here, but not really here.
Exactly.
But
And that would be go mode for Jet.
Yeah, well, what over what? Now we're 25.
Yeah.
Less than that. Yeah.
Nice. It's nice. I mean, he still has to go through the entirety of Turtle Rock again. He can go mode Swamp, which is always nice.
Oh, that's always a nice feeling to have.
Yeah, here we go, Durand. Just getting Cold Stare stuck in that corner. That's really nice, actually. He got lots of hits in there.
Very good. Very nice. Very well done.
Yeah, shouldn't be too much left, I think. Yeah, look at that.
Got one puff down.
One more hit on each should do it. Oh, maybe not. There we go. All done for Durand.
Hey.
GG's. Good kill. Get rewarded with Tempered Sword. Thinking, I could have used this before. Which also unlocks the pedestal for him. And he's like, oh my god, I hope that mirror is that, or something good. But he will be pleasantly surprised or disappointed by the silver arrows.
With the silver arrows, Jet will be heading over to Vitreous, and that fight will be just a breeze for him.
Oh yeah, 11 arrows, he'll be done.
Again, assuming that I think I can do no misses. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, it's still 11 arrows.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
he likes to share his arrows, 1 for everybody and 2 for the big guy. Oh, he did miss.
There you go.
And 1 for the
That's fine.
wall.
Stupid wall.
Stupid wall.
There we go.
I mean, everybody's hit that wall.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was kind of hoping Durand was going to pick up that shield there.
I thought so. Still,
it's right there, it's right there, it's right there. Okay, fine.
It's like, ew, no, I don't want it. Meanwhile, Durand will be doing his pedestal.
So yeah, Jet's 5th crystal. 8 dungeons done. Off to Swamp Palace. Gonna finish it as fast as he can. Durand's like, oh, come on, I didn't need this.
I was like, I didn't want this game.
So, off he goes. 2nd dip for Durand into Turtle Rock. You will need to make a 3rd later.
So I don't know if this is really, technically required pedestal seed. Like, you had to defeat Armos Nice to get Samaria. Defeating Coulter did get you a sword upgrade, which is always nice, but I don't know. It's nice to have, silvers.
I mean, you will not. There's nothing to complain about.
Right.
Not even. You don't even need Butter Sword. Butter Sword won't even save you any time at this point. Like, you got this.
But being able to go mode Swamp is one of the best feelings out there. You won't have to worry about opening any more chests. You can just blaze on through, tell everyone, all the enemies in Swamp House to get out of my way.
Yeah. I still want everybody in chat to keep encouraging Durand. Durand is doing a phenomenal job.
Yes.
He's gotten a bit unlucky. He's running could have been better, but like it was always just because like I'm missing that hammer and I need the hammer. Honestly, like Durand is a great player. I encourage
yeah,
y'all
absolutely.
put in those clap emojis in chat. Come on, go Durand,
Yes.
go.
Again, everyone who's in the top 128 for this tournament, they're here for a reason, and yeah, this is why I'm under the tournament, because I could not. No, I've done one tournament and I paid my dues. I'm good.
Tournament life is it's an arduous one. It requires concentration. It requires training. It requires a montage of trying different outfits and sprites. Yeah.
This is true. Chat brings up a good point that this is the first game out of 2, potentially 3.
And the loser of this match will be allowed to pick a different setting. Just one different setting. So instead of randomized swords, it could be vanilla swords instead of what was it? Oh man,
I think fast Ganon is also an option.
Fast Ganon. There's 6 crystals instead of 7.
And then there's maps and compass shuffle,
Yep,
which
maps and compass shuffle
is essentially I call it Key Sanity Light.
That's what I call it too.
Yeah, it works so well.
It's nice. Well, actually, Key Sanity Light is like maps, compasses, and small keys. Yeah. I
don't think Randomizer is an option.
No, Randomizer is not an option.
Okay.
Randomizer is not, retro is not, inverted is not.
I think they're waiting until like later further.
I need to review that really.
Yeah, I should probably read that too. But I do know that like the more interesting / the more complicated options are not available yet.
So yeah, still game 1 here. There's a mirror for Durand. Will he check Mimic Cave? He will not.
Yeah, fortunately for him, Mimic Cave didn't have anything of importance.
Yes. But just that mirror opens up a lot of checks for him. Swamp, Cave 45, Graveyard Ledge, Mimic Cave. Jet. Jeez, I barely saw him in Swamp.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you're like halfway up the mountain now.
Like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you go, Jet. Jet is clearly in the lead. I don't know what could go wrong for him at this point.
Yeah, this is Jet's game to lose. But again, this is random and crazier things have happened.
I'm trying to think of an example here. I'm blanking out.
I commentated a race during the last tournament where one runner was clearly in the lead, but took 2 falls to Ganon, and their opponent caught up and won the race.
Wow.
So, yeah. It was... Oh.
Okay, so Durand took a def on Laser Bridge, but that's okay, because he's going to check Mimic Cave.
Huh?
That might have been the intention. I don't know if he got all the checks.
I think he did. He did get the flutes.
It was intentional. Okay.
Okay, good. You know, Jet making his way back through Turtle Rock.
Much faster than before. Doesn't have to open any chests along the way.
Nope.
Doesn't need to go outside to just come back inside.
Yeah, and now Durand finally gets his flutes. We'll be activating it, and then heading over to Mire/Deserts.
I'm starting to think that Turtle Rock is a pretty fancy dungeon. I mean, it has 2 outdoor balconies. What kind of place is that?
Those in the Dark World, those kind of.
Yeah, but think of the view. You can see the entirety of the really, really awful Dark World, but you can see it all.
Durand got bombos, right, for the big chest?
Yes.
Wasn't-
Yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah. He must have.
I was like, wait a minute.
He's been through that one little room twice now, so I'm sure he has it.
Okay, I was like, the tracker's like, oh my god, like,
Not making that mistake again.
nope, not today. Okay, meanwhile, Jet will just dash through the bridge here. Meet it with Trinex. Give him a few shots with the fire rod and ice rod.
Nice and quick. This will be fine. So, I have good news and bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Good news!
Mm-hmm.
Jet is about to obtain his 7th crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he will then be going to Ganon's Tower.
Right.
I've got bad news though.
Yes.
The big key game is not working.
Oh.
But we can
That's
still
fine.
put our guesses in chat once Jet gets his final crystals.
Yeah, we can do it for funsies, and once the bot is up and running, we can. It'll be for real then. But until
For
then,
realsies.
Yeah.
Trinex is down so fast.
I blinked for like a second, and it's just like, oh, and he's dead.
And here we go. 7th and final crystal. Jet is going to be on his way to Ganon's Tower. Put your guesses in chat. This is your favorite game, people. You put a number between 1 and 22 for which chest or location in Ganon's Tower will contain the big key. So get your guesses in. I am seeing numbers.
I'm seeing numbers that are too high, chat.
I'm seeing decimals. I'm seeing invalid numbers. 0 is not between 1 and 22.
This is not Keysanity, everyone.
Yes, we need. I have no idea how you say things. Full numbers? Entire numbers?
Whole numbers.
Whole numbers. Okay, you need
Yes.
whole numbers between 1 and 22 inclusively.
None of this imaginary numbers nonsense or fractions.
Integers?
Right. Integers.
That
Right.
sounds
Anyways, chat. Let's do it.
They're
Find that-
confusing me. Batman symbol is not a number. Anyway, we got chest number 1 with arrows. Chest number 2 with the cape. Another nice safety. No small key yet, so Jeff
Nope.
obviously won't be going to the right side, nor would he have the option.
All right, let's see what's on Bob's torch today. For chest number 3, it is just bombs.
Packet of blueberries.
Okay, and then heading over to the Stalfos room.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, chest number 4.
Oh, he's throwing me off. I always go left side.
Oh
first.
yeah, that's
It's 4,
and
5,
butter sword. Okay.
7. I mean, it's kind of normal to find all these items left. There's
Mhm.
Jet has scoured the world here. The only place that have items left are a bit in swamp and like a couple of mirror checks and the tablets. I mean, there's not much left here.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, we're up to number 8. Still no big key.
But it will be going full left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have the mirror shield. He skipped out on all those on the shield pickups.
Yeah, but who needs something?
Nah, that's true.
They're purely decorative. Number 9. Number 9.
Ice Rod. Ice Rod was in Meyer.
Yep, it was in the chest next to the big chest.
Yes.
Which I honestly don't know what it normally contains.
I think it's the map? I
And
can't
I think
remember.
the map is on the bridge.
Ah,
It's 10, 11,
Money.
12, and 13.
More money. Even more money. The randomizer room is just the rupee treasure hoard.
For those fans of Bob, he will be alive and well. Here we go. Durand's trek into Mizmar starts now.
Right, and Durand will be getting the ice rod and will be in go mode himself.
14. Explode Bob, but that doesn't work. Nothing can harm Bob, except for, well, just like a bit of powder.
Yeah.
He's allergic. Could it be the vanilla Bicky? It is not.
It's a heart.
It's right next to it.
Oh, okay. So close.
Yeah. Doesn't even bother opening the last chest. There is nothing Jet could possibly want at all to help it in his final trek in the last dungeon of the game while he makes his way to the gauntlet.
Yep. So climb up all these floors full of enemies, making his way to the top. Silver arrows will make the rest of these enemies no hassle whatsoever.
Easy breezy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is one item that can make his life a little easier, and that'd be the half magic, but ain't nobody got time to open chests.
It's like, nah, he's good.
Good.
Much half magic is going to be in the last chest before going to Aga 2. If he opens it.
Here we go. Room number 1. Very nice and quick.
Yeah, the nice butter sword will make this trip will make the climb much easier.
Yep. There's a few quick arrows. Deals. Well, he'll kill pretty much anything.
Let's see a question in the chat asking about the sprites that our players are using. Durand is using Marissa from the Toho series, and Jet is using Samus from the Metroid series. I think the randomizer has randomizer has like over 100 sprites you could choose from. So you could be
so many.
Yeah, you could be anyone you want as long as it's available and viable.
What sprite do you use?
I use Mog.
Mog. Aw.
Yeah, Mog is best Mog.
Mog is only Mog. And now I can only think of Fumo, because that's what I associate Mog with now. For those who are not in the know, Bonta, our #1 qualifier, also uses Mog all the time, and his save
that's right, yeah.
say Fumo. Words of wisdom. Remember them, kids. I don't know if there are still kids up at this hour, but remember them.
Yes.
Remember those words. All right, Durand heading in the right direction. Ish. Yes, okay, yes. The ice rod is here.
Yes, we'll be getting the ice rod.
It's right here. And go mode for Durand! And Jet entering the final few rooms over in Ganon's tower.
But needs a key to get through that door.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to go the long way around to... Go. Jet gonna make mincemeat out of Moldorm, already preparing his hookshot for the crossover. There we go. 2 quick hits. We done.
Alright, and just a hookshot across the gap there.
Not
and a
taking
bypass.
any sugar from Moldorm.
I was like, I don't need this. I'm good.
Yeah. Hookshot's that mini Helmasaur. Jet's on through. We're almost at Aga 2.
So we'll be taking a little trigonometry class with Aga 2.
So far so good. Got 2 hits in, just needs 6. Not great positioning, but oh my, he
Ooh.
gets 2 more and wow.
Wow.
That's good.
Oh, he's set. He is good.
Yeah. 1 more and he's got it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Very nice.
And he starts to make his way. Well, he's gonna watch a bat dance for a while. Then he's gonna play with his flute, wait around, get a duck.
Somehow the duck found his way to the dark world. We don't ask questions.
Actually, I have a theory about that. What if one of the sprites that got trapped in the dark world actually transformed into the swag duck? And there's 2 swag ducks in the game.
Oh, that would make a lot more sense.
Now the question is, what sprite actually turned into the swag duck? Whose heart is a swag duck?
Who truly is a swag duck inside?
Whereas Jet making such quick work. With that butter sword, you require 6 clashes for the first phase and the second phase. He's already on the 3rd right now.
Yeah,
no need to worry. He's got so many safeties. He's got the best weapons in the entire game. He good.
Yeah, got that red armor. He's set.
Yeah. So Durand did get his 5th crystal. He's off to Swamp Palace. He'll be slowly making his way towards Argus and then back to Turtle Rock.
Yep, we'll be go through Swamp Palace.
And oh no, silver, my one true weakness.
Oh no.
So yeah, I guess it is like pure silver arrows, not silver coated. Like,
Like actual silver.
You think Ganon has a silver allergy? This is why it actually hurts him.
Oh. That would make a lot more sense. I mean, he's not a vampire. But he is dead.
Wait, vampire? Werewolf?
Werewolf, wait. One of the 2. Anyway.
Werepig! He's a werepig! Okay, but yeah, there we go. Jet takes down the werepig, crosses the finish line, and ends with an official time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 4 seconds.
Please put your GGs in chat for Jet082 for taking game 1 of this match. Very well done. And we'll see if Jet will be joining us for a quick little post-race interview. And speak of the double, there he is.
GG, Jet.
Yeah.
Hello, GG.
So, about the hook shot.
Well, okay. I knew it was there. Well, I didn't know it was hook shot there. I knew there was an item there. I wasn't purposely putting it off.
Okay.
But I never had a great time to like save and quit and start from Link's house.
That's true, yeah.
So I wasn't sure if I should kick myself for getting hookshot late or if it was okay that it turned out that way. So
it did seem pretty okay with what you were doing. I mean, it wasn't impeding you at all. The only thing that slowed you down was a trip up that mountain, which you did eventually get to, so that was fine.
Pretty much right after. I mean, I did the front of escape because they were all items.
Yep.
So I wanted to get that out of the way, and then it's like, well, time for Death Mountain.
So you pretty much hundoed this seed.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
It didn't feel good.
It didn't.
Did you?
This was part of your strategy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, did you have was the pedestal was that the play you were making, or it just kind of happened, or?
It kind of happened.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Like, I did Skullwoods. That didn't really feel good. But getting Kane from Armos, that was pretty alright. And I had this weird feeling. I don't know if you remember, I opened up Turtle Rock when I was up there, even though I didn't have Kane. Because I'm like, what if Kane is nearby and I could just go right in, even though I don't have Ice Rod? Like, I must have had this feeling I was gonna end up double dipping it. But of course, rather than going right back after getting Kane, I'm like, no, I can do Ice, I can pull Ped, I can check the blacksmith chain, I can waste all this time instead of going all the way back up there. So that part felt bad. So I think my mid game was pretty rough. Definitely could have played it better.
I mean, at that point, it was flipping a coin.
Yeah.
No matter what, it was like a lot of time you have to invest to do a couple of checks that might not get you anywhere.
I mean, it was like Ice, where I can finish that dungeon. That's 3 items, and plus I could pull Ped. which no idea what was on it because we didn't have book at the time.
Right.
So it's like, okay, 4 items versus 4 to 5 items up at Turtle Rock, but you might be causing a double dip when Ice Rod isn't there. So it's like, which do I do? Let me do the dungeon that I can complete. So
Makes sense.
Yeah.
yeah, so a few things that I missed because of when we got mirror. So I didn't check the mirror spots. I ended up not doing anything in Swamp. But really, the only thing I ended up missing is Mushroom. I have no idea where Mushroom is. I saw Blue Boomerang. I saw all the shields, which forget that. I ain't picking them up.
Yeah, I was shaking my fist in the air. Oh, that Jet not picking up those shields.
Yeah.
I don't need a mirror shield.
But
At
so
least
nice
he
to
got stuck in the
have.
plastic.
But yeah, so no clue where Mushroom was. Maybe it was in the right-hand side of GT, or maybe it was probably in Swamp, is my guess, but never saw it.
Yeah, but
It'll
as we did
probably
learn that
remain
this
forever secret.
Yeah, I was gonna say that by logic, it was actually a required double dip to Turtle Rock because you found the fluid on Laser Bridge, which led to the Ice Rod in Mire.
And that was another coin flip I did after going into Turtle Rock, and I decided I went, halfway we got Mirror. I'm like, I'm gonna continue just in case Ice Rod's in here. I'm not gonna leave right after Mirror, even though it opens up Swamp. So I'm glad I did that, and I got Flute, and I'm like, all right, I can either do the Desert Mire area or I can do Swamp, and there's slightly more items. I think it's like 8 items in the Desert Mire area. Plus it unlocks Pyramid Fairy versus 6 in Swamp. So I'm like, I'll do Desert Mire on the hopes that my opponent left right after Mirror. Like I didn't feel like I was ahead at all. So I'm like, maybe he'll leave right after Mirror and this will work out for me. And technically it did when I got Ice Rod. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling better now. But not great, just better.
Now, unfortunately, your opponent did take a risky gamble at the very beginning of the seed and did not pick up Hammer until, almost an hour later?
Almost an hour. Yeah, it was a while before Durand went back to Ice Rod Cave.
It was nearly last location.
Oh my gosh, he just passed it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Ice Rod Cave. It's a bit of a hike, especially without boots or flute, and you're like, if you're gambling, that's not that bad of a location to gamble.
No,
it's true. But
I didn't even think about. I got Hammer. I'm like, all right, guess I'm just gonna go right to Dark World. But I didn't really think that my opponent would skip it or put it off. So I'm like, whatever. And honestly, Dark World didn't really pay off. I mean, I needed Hookshot and I needed to go up to Death Mountain. That's what I really had to do.
Yeah, true. Dark World did not pay off, but you were also able to check Dark World much easier with that hammer. Such as Pod, which, well, he went from Kakariko and walked and swam all the way there.
Oh, he went over the Pod the long way. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
He really nearly last location. The only thing
and it was
that
required
before that
there.
was, yeah, it was. So,
yeah, he did. Durand did have a little bit of advantage when he went into Eastern first, and that's where he found Samaria. So we were thinking, oh, like, we don't know if Jet will go to Eastern, but you actually followed suit pretty fast after him. Like just going for the pendant dungeons, was that just something you just like, you know what, I'll be a little more thorough. This is game 1 of our series, and just kind of like, what was your thought process in terms of like routing everything for this seed?
Well, my plays, I'm sort of a completionist, I guess. I tend to try to put everything together. I like to go what seems to have the most density in terms of chests. So during the seed, and this was sort of an awkward one to route as well, because I felt like in the beginning there was a coin flip, like, what can I do? There's a lot that has potential here. But then we sort of got bottlenecked because the game, forced you to go up to Death Mountain a couple times, go into Turtle Rock a couple times, that sort of thing. So I was just sort of evaluating whether, what's a good play and how many chests are there. I didn't feel great about the Skull Woods play, but I'm like, let me get Green Pendant because I want to go over to Pod Eastern. And I want to check it while I'm there so I don't have to back and forth just in case Green Pendant was required. So it was that sort of decision. Like, let me do this so that way I can more efficiently check another thing later. But I'm not convinced it was fast. I think it was slow. That's just what ended up happening. That's why I feel like my mid game was off. I end up doing not valuable plays like finishing up Skull Woods or going into ice, pulling ped, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was efficient.
Yes.
No matter what,
Sure.
it was efficient. It wasn't optimal because of
Yes.
what you weren't finding anything, but it was efficient in that you checked all those locations in a timely fashion.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily like doing pendant dungeons. It's just I'm gonna do them if I'm in the area, especially when they're dungeons like Thieves or something that has a lot of chests. And usually I regret it, but sometimes it pays off.
We got you the silvers on the pedestal, I guess.
Sure. I guess.
Tempered.
Oh yeah, from Gold Stair, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did end with butter, so there's that.
Yes.
Yeah. And here we go. Durand also finally making it to Ganon's Tower. Put your guess. Oh wait, no, we did that already.
18.
Wait, are you actually hoping that he goes like right side or something?
I mean, that's what we usually do. Let's see what he does.
I mean, he could.
There is
like,
no key on in the Hope Room, so
he could do Dark Magician and go to the Ice Armos. The Armos Knight's the other way, which could.
we may find that mushroom.
Yeah, we never saw the right side of Ganon's Tower.
The mushroom dream.
Yeah, during the credits, I didn't see what the witch had.
I
during the
wasn't
credits.
paying attention.
Oh.
It can't have been the mushroom.
No.
I don't think she can have. Oh, we're missing a bottle. It looks like too. I don't have that bird.
Yes.
So she could have a bottle.
Here we go. Durand picks up his butter.
I mean, I think the only thing I left was basically Swamp. Catfish. I never went to Catfish and Pyramid Fairy. Oh, and Spike Cave.
20.
Yeah.
Spike Cave had a piece of heart. Let's see.
Yeah, you guys were in go mode, so no one checked Pyramid Fairy.
Durand did.
Pyramid Fairy?
Yeah. Oh no,
Oh.
no, sorry. I just heard pyramid. I did not hear. The
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I never went to Pyramid. Oh, that place.
One of those locations.
I did think about after doing pod if I should run up to Catfish real quick. So I'm like, I'm in the area. I'm not gonna really be any closer, but at the time I still had a dungeon. I just got boots, so I'm like, I can check some of the boot locations.
Mm-hmm.
It
So
didn't.
I'm not gonna waste time going up to Catfish
Yeah.
when I had more things to check.
I think Catfish and Pyramid were just rupees, so nothing.
Yeah.
Did Durand forget to
Oh
go into
my.
Randomizer room?
He did.
Fortunately for us, there's nothing there for him, but he doesn't know that, so it's like,
Yeah. I don't think there's a
Can
way
he?
back. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
once
think-
you take those portals, you're basically stuck.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he can't make his way back to Rando Room.
Ooh. Well,
So,
He's-
whoopsie.
gonna keep
But that's
looking
fine.
and
This
hope
is
for the
fine.
best.
'Cause
Yes.
he doesn't
For-
need that.
Yeah, fortunately for him, we know where the big key is.
Let's load to the pet zoo. Bye, pets.
But if the big key were there, it would
Oh, that would have been sad.
oh man.
But it's happened to everybody.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
We've forgotten a chest in Yannis Tower. We've forgotten to bring up a small key with us on the climb.
Rip Bob.
Oh, Bob.
Hmm. We have clone of Bob now.
Mm-hmm.
Easy Ice Armos, 6 arrows, silver code. I mean, oh no, they're fully silver. That's true.
So going back, chat. What are your thoughts so far in your run in the tournament? I know this is just game 1, but how are you feeling? What's going on through your mind as you continue on in the set with Durand?
I guess I'm feeling okay. I I do enjoy this main tournament, of course.
Mm.
Slightly different setup that we're doing this tournament with the loser being able to toggle an option, so that's sort of interesting. Because last tournament we did was you pick the whole mode, so that was sort of a everything's changing sort of thing.
Yeah.
Here, tiny
We're going back to
changes.
basics with that. Going back to our roots.
Yeah, I mean, for the record, I'm missing Kisani, so.
Aww.
So if I get a chance to bring it back, it's gonna happen. We're gonna make it happen. But yeah, so it's a neat thing. I'm looking forward to trying the new modes since we have the new variable crystals and the fast Ganon. So that's interesting to see.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that turns out.
So did you know Durand before the tournament? Like, did you have much experience with him? Did you have to make some mental preparations? Okay, I'm going up against this fourth quartile, but it's Durand.
I'm not familiar with them, but
Okay.
there are a lot of there's a lot of runners and racers, and it's great how big this has become.
Oh yeah.
It's sort of, I'm shocked because I remember playing this way back with a few others like VTorp. I was originally playing with him,
Yeah.
and it's like it was just a small group, like we're playing for fun, and it's this now. There's so
Massive.
many people in the Discord, which is great. We have this gigantic tournament. So this is amazing.
That actually reminds me, we're talking about the characters in the tavern. One of them is named for you, right?
Not. Well, one of them's named Cross Product. He's the guy who
Okay.
tells puns.
Ah.
The other one talks about if this was generated by Stoops Jet or Stoops Alu, and that is a reference to me.
Oh.
I don't have a character named after me,
Aha.
but there's
Okay.
a reference. So I want to get my name in the tile in the Houlihan room. That's the dream.
That's the dream. Ooh,
Yeah.
Durand takes a little fall. That's fine.
Yeah.
Plenty of
Yeah,
hearts.
I was gonna say, Chad brings up a good point that map and compass shuffle is now an option.
Oh yeah, good point.
Which it's when I try doing it, it just breaks my mind because you're so like hardwired for like just without the number of chests in each dungeon, but with that shuffle, it's just like what do I? It's just it breaks my mind a little bit. I don't know if you've had a chance yourself to do that mode at all.
I haven't tried that mode yet. I think I'm okay because I do a lot of Kisani, or at least I have in the past. So I'm sort of used to there being a few more items than normal in the dungeons. However, it's not too bad because it's just map and compasses, all right? I don't think it's small keys.
It's
Yeah, small
just
keys
massive.
and small keys and big keys are still in their respective dungeons.
Right. So it adds a couple items to each dungeon and puts them
two.
somewhere else instead. But that's not too bad.
No.
Is there
But
a
you do
mode,
have to mentally keep track. You can't think, oh, I already got, 4 items and thieves. I can skip everything else, and then whoops. Case.
Is there a toggle you're would be happier with that Durand picks, or like less happy that he picks?
I'm not sure. I had to look at the toggles actually.
Yeah, there's vanilla swords. It's always interesting.
Ah, it's boring. No,
Yeah.
forget that.
It does often mean like you're gonna be stuck with like probably the Master Sword unless you're going.
Well, no,
for
so
the
that's an
Pyramid Fairy.
interesting one though.
Mhm.
Because you have to think, where the swords are. When can you route those in? You're probably not going to do Pyramid Fairy unless it's required, like you mentioned. But
Yeah.
the other, and Master Sword, like you said, you're probably going to be stuck with Master Sword because it's either Pet or Pyramid Fairy if you want to upgrade that. But it's like, when do you pick up the sword from Uncle? When do you pick up the sword from the dwarves? So it's sort of interesting.
That was a nice triple from Durand there, by the way.
That's very nice. Yeah.
But other toggles include fast Ganon or switching the crystals from 7/7 to 6/6.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
We're seeing a fast Ganon where you don't even have to touch GT, potentially.
That's true. It would still be a 7/7, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure, is there a reason why you would go into GT with a fast Ganon?
Not with the 7/7 or 6/6.
No.
But if we had, something like 5/7.
3 swords in
With it.
GT. There you go.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Oh, that'd be
Ah. Because you necessarily have to have one to activate those medallions for the Misery Mire and Turtle Rock, assuming those are your crystals. But
That's true, yeah.
here we go. Durand into the Ganon fight. Easy. 6 slashes in the first phase, 6 slashes in the second phase, 4 slashes after that, and shoot him with whatever he's allergic to. I think it's sulfurs.
Yeah. And next phase. Yeah, that butter sword makes this fight so much easier. Because trying to do this with Master Sword is the... Oof.
It's a slog.
Yeah.
It's an experience. Here we go. Ooh, very nice. All done with Ganon. All he has to do is just walk over that little threshold. So put your GGs in chat for Durand, for he finishes with an official time of 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 3 seconds.
Yeah.
GGs for Durand.
GG's for both Durand and Jet for finishing this really strange seed. But it was a seed, and we did it. We finished. We're all good.
Yeah. So it looks like we're being poked, and
Yeah.
we will have to wrap things up. And unfortunately, we just don't have time for an interview with Durand. We do have a Super Metroid randomizer scheduled right here in like 2 minutes. So like, I think you guys will want to stick around and watch that. Yep, I think they're already here. All those viewers looking for Super Metroid Rando, they want to see it too. But thank you everyone for joining us. Yeah.
But yes, thank you to Jet and Durand for racing tonight. Please follow them on their Twitch channels if you guys haven't done so already, and stay tuned for more randomizer fun times as we continue in the group stages in the Link to the Past Fall tournament.
Jet, any last words before we have to rush out of here?
Nope. Thanks for watching all, and thank you guys for the commentary and the
Thanks everyone.
All right, bye guys.